What happens when the man who once demanded Epstein's black book be made public is now accused of hiding it? That's exactly the confrontation that unfolded when Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren grilled Kash Patel under oath. What she exposed isn't just about Epstein, it's about who controls the truth and what the government is willing to hide to protect power.
Chair now recognizes the gentlelady from California.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm concerned by reports that FBI agents have been diverted from their important work on crime and anti-terrorism to work on matters that are not critical to our safety. I'd like to play the video, the whole video.
Jeffrey
clip.
Epstein's
Black Book?
Black Book.
FBI.
But who? That is, I mean, there's...
Oh, that's under direct control of the director of the FBI.
So, but the Black Book, it's not just sitting, I mean, that's Hoover power times 10.
And to me, that's a thing I think President Trump should run on. On day one, roll out the Black Book.
In contrast to that attitude of let it all out, we're getting reports of actions that run contrary to getting everything out and that also involve diversions of FBI resources. For example, an FBI whistleblower reported that you were pressured by the Attorney General to place 1,000 personnel on 24-hour shifts to mine roughly 100,000 Epstein-related records to redact President Trump's name from the files. Bloomberg reported this, that you directed FBI special agents from the New York and Washington field offices to join the Bureau's FOIA employees in Winchester and another building a few miles away, and that while reviewing the Epstein files, FBI personnel identified numerous references to Trump in the documents, and people familiar with the matter said that Trump's name, along with other high-profile individuals, was blacked out. Now, the New York Times reports, and this is a quote, Justice Department officials diverted hundreds of FBI employees and federal prosecutors from their regular duties to go through the documents at least 4 times, including once to flag any references to Mr. Trump and other prominent figures. Details of the review were based on accounts by 3 former FBI and Justice Department officials who spoke on condition of anonymity because of fears of retaliation, and further that the FBI finished, after they finished its review of the files and materials, was sent to a team of Justice Department lawyers who double-checked the FBI's redactions and, quote, were instructed to flag any mentions of Mr. Trump and other celebrities. Now, I have 3 questions for you, Mr. Patel, about this. First, how many times did President Trump's name appear in the Epstein files? Was it more than 100, more than 1,000? Were the agents who were pulled from their duties to redact the president's name from the Epstein files working on criminal cases or national security cases or child sex trafficking cases? And are the number of agents that have been reported diverted for these purposes, is that accurate?
No.
No what?
You asked if it was accurate. I said it wasn't.
So you're saying that none of this happened? That,
no, I'm saying it was inaccurate.
Okay. How many times did President Trump appear in the Epstein files? More than 100? More than 1,000?
No, and what we've been able to release is what we've been legally able to release, and that has been...
No, that's not the question. I asked you, how many times did the president's name appear?
I don't know.
It's your testimony. You do not know that answer.
The number of times? No.
Could you tell us how many agents were diverted for this task and what they were working on?
Well, when you say diverted, you make it seem as if agents were pulled off what they do all the time. Agents at the FBI masterfully do double duty and triple duty. And because of the public's interest in this case, we flexed resources to make sure that we could answer the public's signal demand. So do you want us to look through the material and provide it to you, or you do not want us to do that?
So it's your testimony that no one was diverted from a criminal matter, that this was a top priority to go through these this material to look for Mr. Trump's name. Is that your testimony? That's the highest priority for the FBI?
What's one of the most impressive things about the FBI leadership and the careers that are in place is that they make the decisions on who to send where on priorities and make sure the mission needs are not hurt. And that's what happened here.
It's shocking to me that the FBI would think that erasing Mr. Trump's name from the Epstein files is a high priority when we have crime, we have national security threats, we have terrorism threats, we have murders such as that occurred, unfortunately, with Mr. Kirk. It's shocking to hear that that's your highest priority. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I
That's
yield
literally
back.
not what I said.
Gentleman yields back. Gentleman from Wisconsin is recognized.
This exchange was a rare moment of political theater that actually mattered. Lofgren didn't just come with talking points. She came with Patel's own words. Remember, Kash Patel once said on camera that the Epstein Black Book should be released. Roll it out on day one. That was his stance when it made him look like the bold truth-teller. But under oath, faced with reports that FBI agents were diverted to redact Donald Trump's name from Epstein-related documents, Patel's tune suddenly changed. He dodged, deflected, and denied, saying it's inaccurate, I don't know, that's not what I said. Classic bureaucratic spin. But Lofgren didn't let up. She cited reports from multiple major outlets, Bloomberg, The New York Times, detailing how hundreds of FBI and DOJ personnel were allegedly reassigned from serious criminal and counterterrorism work to review and censor Epstein files. Think about that for a second. While child trafficking investigations languish, while violent crime surges, while real threats go unchecked, hundreds of agents were apparently redirected to sanitize documents linked to one of the most powerful and protected criminal networks in modern history. If that's true, it raises a fundamental question. Who exactly is the FBI serving? And when Patel was asked the most basic question, how many times did Trump's name appear in those files, he claimed not to know. The same man who once bragged about wanting full transparency suddenly became allergic to specifics. This is why moments like this matter. Because beyond the political theater, they expose a pattern. Power always protects itself. Whether it's Epstein, Argentina bailouts, or redacted names, transparency only goes as far as it doesn't threaten the powerful. And here's what's really telling. Patel's defense wasn't that the redactions didn't happen. His defense was that it was a high priority and that the FBI can do double duty. In other words, yes, they might have done it, but trust us, it didn't hurt the mission. But Lofgren wasn't buying it, and neither should the public. The idea that sanitizing Epstein files is a top priority over investigating child exploitation, organized crime, or corruption should alarm everyone, regardless of party. If the system is spending this much time and manpower to hide names, not reveal them, then we're looking at a cover-up, not an investigation. And it's not just about Trump's name. It's about how justice gets selectively enforced when the accused have proximity to power. This is why we have to keep pushing for transparency, because clearly those in charge won't give it willingly. If you want the full truth about Epstein, power, and accountability, don't let this story fade away. Subscribe to Left Lens, hit that like button, and help us keep exposing what they'd rather keep buried.